Hello and welcome back to All About Community. When we went to break, I was speaking with Ken Maxey. Ken Maxey is the head of governmental relations for Comcast here in the Bay Area. Ken, again, welcome to All About Community. Let me ask you about the Employee Resources Group. And I recall specifically, about a little over a year ago, I was out at your facility somewhere out in Dublin area, San Ramon, wherever. Uh, and I was with my old friend Lenny Williams,
Yes.
and we had a great time. Of course, I ain't nothing like Lenny Williams, but Lenny Williams really is a great person. Formerly with the group called the Tower of Power,
That's right.
and so we were out for a Black History group performance. Of course, I wasn't performing, but employee resources groups. Why are those necessary, and why does Comcast participate in such programs?
Sure, and it's thanks for the question. And yes, that was an exciting day to actually have you and Lenny telling your story. By the way, Bob, about coming from Arkansas, and also just what you've done since. Employee resource groups play a critical role for the employees of color in particular, but for a lot of different communities that, quite frankly, feel like they're not given the opportunity to be or to explore who they're going to be or who they are at their company. And so we actually started this a long time ago in regards to our employee resource groups. We have multiples of them. We have the Black Employee Resource Group. We have one for Latino, Latinx community, the Asian American, as well as the LGBT, the veteran community, as well as disabilities. And and we also have one for women and young professionals. And so, those particular ERGs are open to anyone and everyone, so they can learn. So people that don't even claim that they are of one ethnic group or one particular group can still join and learn about those other groups. And that's what's so key in this country right now, Bob, is I think our nation is yearning for learning. Yearning for learning.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Learning.
Yeah. And I think that's where ERGs come in.
And in terms of Black history, I think your company does. At least they did it one time. They did an ancestry, chartering of where several people came from. I remember participated in one of those.
Yeah, that was a partnership with the History Channel.
Okay.
I think the History Channel and Africa Channel.
Okay.
And we did it up at the Chabot.
Indeed.
Yep, I remember that. Yes. And really, that was just a great opportunity to partner with Africa Channel at the time. There's so many different networks in the industry that are doing fantastic work. Case in point, you have many like TV One, and I think Puff Daddy has a network. I think there's some others, Magic Johnson, and so we're just excited every single time to be able to partner with those networks of diverse background.
Now, locally, how is diversity achieved in Comcast? Do you make a concerted effort to recruit African Americans, for example, or you just say, okay, if some of y'all show up, good, or do you go out and really recruit?
Yeah, no, we it is critical for us to make sure that our workforce represents the customers that we serve, and so as a result, we are recruiting. We're working with different groups to ensure that we have a reflection of the customers that we serve.
And I suppose that a part of that, do you do any advertising with Black media?
We do. We've had partnerships with a lot of on a national level, but also particularly here in the Bay Area. I'm sure you're familiar with the organization, the Sun Reporter.
Absolutely.
And groups like the Oakland Post. We have great relationships with them, and we do a lot of great work with them, and so proud of the work and the partnerships that we have with those two.
Amelia Ward Ashley
That's
is
correct.
my great friend.
Yeah,
I've
she's
known her for
fantastic.
years, and
She's
she
fantastic.
is fantastic.
Yes.
And the more business you can do with her, the better. Of course, Paul Cobb is good too.
Paul Cobb is great too. Yes.
Yeah, they're both great friends.
Yeah.
Now, digital equity. I've seen that term used frequently as I've looked at the internet and other places, and I know that some of that is going on with, matter of fact, a whole lot of that is going on with Comcast. What is digital equity?
Well, digital equity is to ensure that everyone has equal access to the internet, and also the abilities to hopefully create a career pathway if they would choose into the tech world. And so we started over a decade ago a program called Internet Essentials.
Internet
Essentials. And essentially what that is for any particular person that reach a certain requirement from their economic side, they qualify for internet at $9.99 price point, and that stays with them as long as they're in that requirement that is necessary for them to stay in that group.
So I guess one could say that digital equity is designed to help those that can least afford it to afford to get to the internet. Because if you can't get to the internet nowadays, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's almost like a passport. If you don't have a passport, you don't go anywhere. And without digital equity, you can't get access to the universe. So we're going to have to take a break. Don't touch that remote. We will be right back. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris, and I am your host.